back to my channel. Today I am very excited to share with you the drinking games collection from Top Shelf Lacquer. Now Top Shelf Lacquer is an indie brand that I was introduced to through Polish Pickup. And Amy, the creator of Top Shelf Lacquer, was so very generous in sending me the entire 10 bottle pastel spring collection that she came out with today to share with you all. So this is a 10 bottle spring pastel set that is just incredibly cute. I was floored by this collection because this is everything I want in a spring collection. I am very much a seasonal nail polish wearer, meaning I really love wearing, like, you know, dark jewel tones in the fall and like neons in the summer, and of course pastels in the spring. And to me, this collection is honestly like my dream spring collection because they're all pastels, but on top of that, there are some hidden little components inside these polishes that make them so much more exciting than just cream polishes. Now, the Drinking Games collection is currently available on the Top Shelf Lacquer website. They were just released today, so I will leave a link to the store down below in case you want to check these out, and some other new releases that came out today that I will be reviewing tomorrow, so make sure and stick around for that as well. Let's talk about these polishes. We've got a lot of polish to talk about, so let's go ahead and jump right into these babies and let's get ready for spring. So the first polish I have to talk about is one of my favorites from this set. This is called Drink-a-Palooza, which is a gorgeous fluffy little duckling yellow that I absolutely adore. Of course it is pastel, so we've kind of whitened it out a little bit, and on top of it there is some scattered holographic glitter in here that absolutely is stunning. I was so excited to see this polish because I really am a sucker for these kind of butter yellow, baby duck yellows that I just adore. But then on top of it, there's this added kiss of hollow glitter that is just so magical when you wear it out in the sunlight. The hollow glitter gives it a little bit of a gold, like metallic-y feeling, but you really just notice the holographic glitters when it's on your nail. The gold metallic really doesn't stick out that much, at least to me. With the formula, I was able to get it completely opaque in 2 coats, which is phenomenal when dealing with pastel yellows. Yellow is kind of a tricky color, so I was so excited to see that this one was completely opaque in 2 coats. The natural finish on this polish when it dries is slightly dull, not like matte, but just a little bit on the dull side, so you definitely want to add a nice glossy topper to it. There are 2 pinks in this collection. There is Beer Pong and King's Cup. So if you look at them both together, this one's King's Cup and this one's Beer Pong. You can tell that King's Cup is slightly more bubblegum-esque, whereas like I would call Beer Pong slightly more carnation pink. King's Cup to me is definitely like a straight up bubblicious bubblegum pink that is just gorgeous. You know me, I love myself a good pink, and the base on this is absolutely stunning and so creamy and just phenomenal. And Amy has added more of that scattered holographic glitter in here to give you little pops of the rainbow in this bubblicious pink that is just perfect. It's so cute and just precious, and I just want to eat it. King's Cup does have a very, very subtle red or like darker pink shimmer running through it, but to me it's very, very subtle, and you really don't notice it unless you're really up close to the polish. But that has no effect to the formula, which as you can see here is completely opaque in 2 coats. I am so thoroughly impressed by the opacity of these polishes, by the thickness, how quickly they dry. It's just a dream to work with these formulas. This one also does dry down to a slightly dull finish, so you will want to add a nice glossy topper to bring out the hollow, make it sparkle and shine, and just melt your heart. This one's so cute! Next up we have Beer Pong, which I kind of labeled as more of a carnation pink. So it's a little bit lighter, it's a little bit softer, plus there's an added slight blue shimmer coming through here, so it's a slightly more blue-based, blue-toned pink, which still works rather nicely for me. And again, we have that added bonus of the scattered hollow, which makes it so gorgeous and just so gosh darn cute when you put it on the nails. Once again, we are dealing with a really nice formula from Top Shelf Lacquers, completely opaque in 2 coats. No issues with skipping or being uneven or having, you know, not enough holographic. Everything was just a breeze, an absolute breeze to work with this polish. Really love the subtle holographic glitters in this, and then it gives it such a cute pink candy hearts type vibe. If you're a fan of pink, I think you would enjoy this one quite a bit as well because it's just so sweet. Next, we have another one of my favorites from this collection. I can't even deal because this is perfect. Love myself a good turquoise for the spring. And welcome to Drunk Jenga, because this is a fantastic turquoise that I feel like is just so perfect for the spring and also transitioning into the summer as well, because it's bright, it's vibrant, it's not quite neon, but it is definitely intense. And I deeply, deeply love this one because it is just so vibrant. I just love the color base on it. And then of course, Amy's thrown in some of this like soft, scattered holographic glitter that is just perfect. It's absolutely gorgeous. It just works so nicely with this turquoise base. I absolutely adore it. I absolutely adore this one.
I also adore the formula on this as well. It may look like it's really sheer in one coat and like kind of bald patchy and you like, oh, it's no good, but it is completely opaque in 2 coats. Again, this is the trend that you will see throughout the rest of these creams in this collection. They're all solid 2 coaters. The hollow in this one does give it a slight gold metallic-y look as well. So when you get really close into it and when you look in the close-up swatch of this polish, you'll see little flecks of gold, and that is from the hollow glitters in this, but I feel like it works so nicely with this turquoise background. It just makes me love this polish even more.
These are the polishes that I would consider the blues in this set, and Spin the Bottle is almost like a sky blue, and we'll talk about these other 2 in a minute. Spin the Bottle is this really intense sky blue, like think of a Tiffany's jewelry box, think of Jasmine's little outfit, like kind of what we're looking at here, and it is so pretty. This one also has the hollow shimmer, the hollow glitter running through here, but it also kind of gives you some gold metallic-y vibes happening in here as well. The gold glitter really isn't that noticeable to me on the nail. It's mostly that hollow that comes screaming through. I love it. I think it's so cute, and it's, again, just spot on for spring. That also can transition really well into the summer because it's really bright and vibrant. Ooh, it's so pretty.
I was not at all surprised to see that Spin the Bottle was another one of these fantastic creams that is completely opaque in 2 coats. Although I do apply my polish in slightly medium to thick coats, so I would assume if you applied a little bit thinner, you might need a 3rd, but I think I'm an average nail polish applier, and I was happy with 2, so I really don't think you'd need more than 2 with all of these polishes, like I've said before. When you see the close-up shot of Spin the Bottle, again, you can kind of see those little hints of gold, but it's not super dramatic, and I really don't notice it that much, but it is really nice. I like that subtle little touch, and it looks fantastic with a glossy topper on it.
The next blue that we have is Quarters, and Quarters to me looks more like a cotton candy blue, so it's very soft, but you still get a sky blue type feel. This one is definitely a little bit more different than the rest of the polishes we've talked about so far, in the sense that we have this beautiful pastel base that we've been enjoying this entire time so far, but now we see this added bonus of a darker blue shimmer being pumped in here that gives it kind of like a granite, almost like stone countertop type feel where you see the lighter color but then these flecks of a darker color within it. There's also that added bonus of the soft hollow running through here as well, making it so much fun to wear out in the sunlight.
But the dark blue shimmer is really what sticks out to me the most in this polish. As we have already seen with this collection, this formula is just so slick. It is so slick and easy to apply, opaque in 2 coats, does dry a little bit matte, a little bit dull, and so we definitely want to add a nice glossy topper to it to really bring out the holographic shine and to really make that darker blue shimmer really, really noticeable in this one, making it very, very interesting and really different from the rest of the pastels in this collection.
The last blue or blurple that we have is Drunk Goose. Now, you could argue that this could be a purple, but there is a lavender purple in this set, and when you hold it up to Drunk Goose, it looks kind of blurple. So I don't know, this one's kind of hard to put your finger on as far as like what color it is. Either way, it is this stunning bluish purple cream that's got a ton of these hollow glitters in here, making it just sparkle and shine and come alive. I really do like this one a lot because I love the color base on this one. It reminds me a lot of boho blues from China Glaze, and I adore it. I absolutely adore it, and I love having all that hollow in here. This is a strong contender for a great color that transitions from the spring into the summer because, again, again, we're dealing with a really bright, beautiful pastel, but it's kind of saturated and it packs a punch that can carry you into the summer when you really want to wear lots of neons and lots of bright colors.
And it's opaque in 2 coats, which is no surprise whatsoever. Consider me a smitten kitten with this polish. I absolutely adore it. 2 thumbs way up on this one. Love it!
The purple in the collection is Flip Cup, and this is definitely your quintessential spring lilac-y lavender purple that is just perfect for the season. This one does have a very subtle, darker purple shimmer running through, but I don't notice it as much as I do in some of these other polishes. To me, I truly just see that lavender cream and the hollow running through this baby. This is another one of my favorites from this set because it is just quintessentially spring, and it makes me so happy to look at it, and it makes me even happier to wear it.
Because, surprise, surprise, it's fully opaque in 2 coats. We already understand by this point that these formulas are absolutely fantastic from Top Shelf Lacquer. I adore, I love. This is a perfect polish. I feel like if you are looking for a spring polish, you got it right here. It's ready for you. It's perfect. It is spring in a bottle.
The last 2 in the set are kind of the neutrals in this collection. The first one we have is Truth or Shots. This is such an interesting polish. We're dealing with a very soft gray cream base, but then there are very strong, like, charcoal flecks in here. To me, it almost kind of looks like you've made an Oreo milkshake, because you know when you grind up Oreos and you mix it into like vanilla ice cream, it kind of makes things look gray, but then you see the flecks of the Oreo in the milkshake. That's kind of what this looks like to me, which is probably why I enjoy it so much, because it looks like an Oreo milkshake with tons of hollow.
But that charcoal shimmer is definitely evenly distributed throughout this polish, making your 2 coats perfectly opaque. There is equal distribution of the shimmer and equal distribution of the hollow, which I feel like is more noticeable when it's on the nail than in the bottle. It's also more noticeable when you put a glossy topper on it as well. I really like this one. It's so interesting.
And the last polish I have to share with you is Never Have I Ever. This one is interesting to me because at first I thought it was like a light purple, but then I compared it to some of the purples and I'm like, no, it's kind of gray. But then I compared it to the gray polish and I'm like, well, it's kind of purple. So I don't know, it's kind of like a grayish, mauve, purple, beige, lots of descriptive words happening with this polish, but it's really fun because it is a very neutral color, and then it's pumped full of this like gold holographic shimmer, so you see little flashes of gold, but more importantly, you see those fantastic rainbows popping left and right, and it's just cute. It's very, very cute. I think it's a nice neutral to add to these soft pastels because it's not super, super dark or like broody, but it's also a nice neutral in case you're not vibing with some of these springy colors. You have this nice neutral to choose from that has these added hollow goodies in here that just make it absolutely stunning.
It's also opaque in 2 coats and just looks phenomenal with a glossy topper on it. This one's impressive.
Not gonna lie, you guys, I really like this collection. I think this is such a fun, perfect, like spot on, hit the nail right on the head kind of collection that is right up my alley because I love seasonal things. I love having the right colors for the right seasons, and this just is perfect for the spring. My favorites from this collection, I feel like that's hard because honestly, I just love this whole thing. But I would say if I had to pick my favorites, it would probably be these 4 right here. There was just something about all of these that just, they fulfilled so many things inside of me when it comes to spring collections that I can't get away from it. We have the Drunk Goose, which is the Blurple Periwinkle, Drunk Jenga, which is the like turquoise that I die, Drink-a-Palooza, which is the like baby duck yellow, and then King's Cup, which is the Bubblicious pink. I love these. It gets me so excited for spring and dyeing eggs and seeing flowers and all of the happy things that spring brings. I just love it. I absolutely love it. But what did you guys think? Do you see any in here that are calling your name? Because honestly, this entire collection is just singing the song of my people and I can't help it. I just think it's perfect and absolutely fantastic, but I want to hear from you guys. What do you think? Which ones were your favorite? Which ones are you tempted by? Because there's some really good polishes in this collection and I'm dying to hear what you guys think, so let me know in the comment section down below. But that is my video for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you are new, and don't forget, I have another Top Shelf Lacquer review coming out tomorrow, so don't go too far. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!